Here's Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A run here with Homer. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's a short throw caught by Komet. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Chicago.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Give up the middle with Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. He'll take this down to the 2, but that is it. Good job by the defense to hold it to a gain of 3 and set up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
65 catch. Come on. Bring it.
On second down, it's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this.
On the ready. Cowboy 80.
And in motion is Brown.
Ready.
Here's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Hey, check that. Unlock line. Let's go.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Another run here for Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
Pioneer. Here we go. Hawk 70. Ready.
On first down, right back to Robinson. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Check, Panther.
Daniels now going to look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A first down there on a pickup of 17. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Here we go, shot.
The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll run with Robinson. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time, it's Robinson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The tight end Ertz in motion.
Hey, hey.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The motion man here is McClure. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Smash, smash. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. 19 Tiger, 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Roll, ready.
Now Daniels. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. That one good for 26 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready. Hey, smash.
The motion man here is McLaurin. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Bronco switch.
The tight end Ertz in motion. Trying the left side. Here's Robinson. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Now a 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Brown.
Alert. Go.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing is Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And the Commanders are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12.
Here we go, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Bring it. Hut, hut.
They'll throw with Daniels. He runs with it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Oh, some strong running. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To throw, Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Roma Dunze from 6 yards away. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down that position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Completes it to Jennings. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Purdy on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Purdy.
Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and 9.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Purdy on a sneak.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
The throwing here, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Throwing is Williams.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Look at the big fella go. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 71 yards.
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Santos now to add the PAT. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Back to throw, Purdy.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. He may go.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lumen Field. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. First and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Second down and 3.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Hey, here we go, hey.
From the gun, it's Geno. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A big play for Seattle. 31 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Hey, here we go, hey.
A first down throw for Smith. That's caught. It's Jalen Darden. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing on second down. Smith. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
The speed on display. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, we go. Snowball, snowball. Look, Jack's left, Jack's left. 53, 53. 49, flip it off. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, alert. There we go, sir.
Working out of the gun, Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively in the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Middle, middle. Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
There we go, sit down. Check 58. 13X, 13X.
We are through 1. It's the Bears off to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Smith now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's a clip. Check 59, check 59, cover, cover.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
A second down throw for Smith. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A run here with Homer. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Here's a third down and 4. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to Odunze again. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Chicago.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Allen in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Williams to the air once more. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll run with Swift. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Second and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. It is brought in the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Bears 14, Seahawks nothing.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Out of the gun. Goff. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Houston. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Second and 7. On play action, Stroud. That's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Why Tony?
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Owens. And he's going to give his offense